Top 10 things you need to stop doing on your iPhone. Number 1. Stop killing the applications in the background on your iPhone. Many people think that if you have a bunch of apps open in the background, it'll slow down your iPhone. Rubbish. iPhone has really good memory management, and it's able to put all of these applications into a low power state. When you launch an application from scratch, it's actually going to use more resources from the CPU inside your phone, which will in turn reduce your battery life and make your applications launch a lot slower. The only times you should force quit is when an app stops responding or is so poorly written that it eats up too many CPU cycles. Still not convinced? Typically, there's no reason to quit an app. Apple itself notes in a support document. Quitting it doesn't save battery power, for example. Number 2. Stop using non-MFI phone charging cables. MFI stands for Made for iPhone. The cable that came in the box with your iPhone when you got it new is MFI certified since it's made by Apple, but you can also find MFI certified cables from other third-party sellers as well. The reason you want to use an MFI certified cable is because they all have a built-in microchip, and this microchip is going to protect the battery health of your iPhone, and it's going to prevent things such as power surge and overheating. If you take a non-MFI certified cable like the cheap little $1 ones that you find at a gas station, those can potentially damage the battery health of your iPhone. You may have found that when you use a really cheap cable, your iPhone gets really hot. So my recommendation is to use an MFI certified cable, preferably the one that came in the box with your iPhone. Number 3. Stop charging your iPhone to 100%. Now, a lot of us make a lot of mistakes when it comes to battery life on the iPhone and charging the iOS device. Always charging your iPhone to 100% is not a good idea. As you probably know, Apple has included a feature called optimized battery charging. Now what this does is that it will only charge your iPhone up to 80% and then just a few minutes before you need it. For example, in the morning it charges to 100%. So the mistake a lot of people make is always charging their iPhone to 100%. That will, of course, be bad for the battery life on the long run. So the battery lifespan will be shortened if you always charge at 100%. So if you don't use the optimized battery charging feature, make sure you don't charge your iPhone to 100%. The sweet spot is at about 80. That's how much you should charge your iPhone. Number 4. Stop allowing applications to always access your location. There's no reason why you should permit any app to access your location, even when it's not being actively used. Aside from a few edge cases such as mapping and weather apps, most apps won't lose crucial functionality if allowed to only access your location while it's open. Or, at least reassess whether a particular app really needs to access your location all the time. You can also share only your approximate location with any app that doesn't need your precise GPS coordinates by turning precise location off. Number 5. Stop closing open Safari tabs individually. A lot of people painstakingly close open tabs in Safari one by one by swiping a thumbnail away on the tab overview screen or hitting the little X. Instead of doing that, use a hidden shortcut to close all open tabs at once. Instead of touching Safari's All Tabs icon in the bottom right corner, touch and hold it to reveal a hidden menu with an option to close all open tabs at once. This is a much faster way to perform this cation than swiping each one individually. Number 6. Stop letting your iPhone get too warm. When your iPhone gets too hot, not only will the performance drop, but battery health will be affected as well. There are a few simple things to keep in mind to prevent that from happening. First and foremost, don't leave your iPhone too exposed to direct sunlight, especially during warm summer days. It's also a smart idea to not use your iPhone case on a hot day. Also, you're advised to take the case off while charging the phone. And generally, don't charge your iPhone if it's already hot. The cooler you can keep your iPhone, the better it's going to be for its battery. Number 7. Stop using the default camera settings on your iPhone. If you start snapping pictures and taking videos out of the box, you're not maximizing the capabilities of your iPhone camera. The video resolution is by default set to 1080p at 30 fps. If your iPhone has enough free storage, switch to shooting crisp 4K video in 30 fps or 60 fps. You can also turn on the Auto FPS option, which will prompt the camera app to automatically set the frame rate depending on lighting conditions. For instance, if you're shooting in low light conditions, iOS may decide to switch to 24 fps to lighten your video a bit. Next, turn on Use Volume Up for Burst. This setting lets you quickly snap up a burst by pressing the phone's volume up button. If you don't take burst images, then it's best to leave this setting off. Number 8. Stop waiting for Siri to respond. Many people wait for the Siri orb animation to finish before asking a question. If you use Siri daily, this can be an unproductive waste of time. Simply press and hold the side button to invoke Siri and start speaking right after hearing the Siri chime. Number 9. Stop downloading each song manually in Apple Music. Most people think the only way to download songs in Apple Music for offline listening is to click on the menu icon and then click on Download. However, there's a toggle that you can turn on in Apple Music settings which will download everything automatically for you. Go to Settings, Music. Under the Downloads heading, turn on the Automatic Downloads option. Going forward, iOS will automatically download every Apple Music song, artist, or playlist you add to the library for offline listening. Number 10. Stop leaving your iPhone on all the time. Do you reboot your iPhone regularly? Your desktop computer runs more smoothly when rebooted now and then. The same is true for your pocket computer. I'd recommend turning your iPhone completely off at least once per week. Doing this can make the performance on your iPhone a lot better, and it can also clear up some storage space on your iPhone, because every time you reboot your phone, it's going to clear out all of the cache in some of the applications on your phone. So try to reboot your phone every week, and it can make the performance on your iPhone a lot better. Most people are guilty of making these common iPhone mistakes because most people aren't power users. Armed with the knowledge in this video, you can quickly and easily make your iPhone work better for you and be more reliable and convenient in everyday usage. Hopefully you learned something new. If you found this video helpful, please share it with friends and family.